Hey guys, welcome to the second video in our foundational exercise series. I've just named it right now, but it's a very fitting name. Our first video was on core activation. If you haven't seen that one, get in touch with me and get it off me, or check your previous emails, junk folder, all that kind of stuff to see where it went. This video here is about diaphragm breathing. Right, we could have done this one first, but I felt like giving a little activation for the core first. Now this is going to target that last muscle in those deep core muscles. Right, I mentioned it last time. In the deep core, you've got the diaphragm, multifidus in your back, the lateral obliques, and pubococcygeus, which is your pelvic floor muscle. All right, or one of your pelvic floor muscles. So we're going to target the diaphragm today. This is using diaphragm breathing, a nice relaxing technique. This is what you need to do whenever you're trying to do meditation or anything like that. Great thing to do if you're feeling stressed, and a great thing to do to try and control your breathing after exercise, to try and bring that breathing and heart rate back down. Right, so this is an excellent exercise again for everybody. I'm not getting specific yet. These are exercises that everybody should be able to complete. So, the problem most people have with breathing is they breathe using their auxiliary muscles. Okay, I'll sit up for a second and show you. Auxiliary muscles are your scalenes in the side of your neck, and SCM in your neck, and intercostal muscles, and pec minor. Okay, and when we use the accessory muscles, we start breathing up through the top of our lungs. So we get a lot of this stuff happening. I know the panting might come over funny on the mic there, but that's okay. So we've got the accessory muscles working up here, and when we start stressing out, we go, and we start tightening these muscles up, and the more we stress out, the more we're trying to use those muscles and the tighter that they get, and that can lead to a lot of this neck tension that a lot of people have, neck and shoulder tension. Right? The diaphragm, we're going to be working down here. You've heard people say breathe through your belly. So what we're going to do here is work on the diaphragm and make sure we can get the Alright, getting that diaphragm going. Right, I'll show you a couple of ways that you can get that happening now. So, I'm going to lay on my back, let the old autofocus catch up with my movement there. So, what you do is get yourself laying down nice and comfortable. Alright? Have those knees bent again. And what we're going to do here is you can just try to take a couple of breaths down through the diaphragm to start off with. See if you can get this area moving. Now, when we say breathe through the abdomen, a problem that a lot of people get to is they start to push their belly out. That's still breathing up here whilst pushing my belly out. Okay? How to get your diaphragm working? If you feel for the bottom of your ribs, and just fold your fingers underneath there. Best to do it on one side. Alright, so fold your fingers underneath your ribs a little bit there. Take a breath and try and push that diaphragm down into your fingers. So if you're breathing through your abdomen, you'll notice that nothing moves at your fingers. You'll be pushing in and out, and the fingers won't move. So if you use your diaphragm, feel that hand, try and push up under there and get that diaphragm to push those fingers back out of your from under your ribs. So you'll see here my hand will move a fair bit. I'll just relax here, holding there, and then see, now I can't get in under there. I'm locked out here. I can get in underneath, and then I breathe in again, and I'm locked out because I've pushed down with my diaphragm, which has filled that space that my fingers were in. Okay, it's as simple as that. Just trying to fill up the lungs the whole way by pulling the diaphragm down. That's going to get your lower abdomen, your lower lungs to fill up. Okay, and it'll push on your abdomen, forcing it out a little bit. But we're not trying to just push our abdomen out. It's really about working underneath those ribs there. Now do this relaxed, nice, deep, relaxed breaths. Okay, so when we say breathing deeply, a lot of people get into a habit where they go, oh. All right, and they breathe really tense. You've got to breathe relaxed here. So just again, in that diaphragm, I can show you here sitting up. If I was to breathe through my abdomen, you can see my fingers aren't popping out of there. But if I breathe through my diaphragm, my fingers come right out. Hopefully you can see that a bit better than when I was laying down. So relax breaths, get that diaphragm firing. I'll show you some progressions on the diaphragm and the core activation in the next series of videos. But first up, get that diaphragm breathing down. Spend 30 seconds to a minute doing it. Be careful when you first sit up because you can be a little bit lightheaded, not being used to the amount of oxygen and carbon dioxide turnover that we're getting going on. Alright, so do that 30 seconds to a minute. Practice it, get used to it, do it before you go on to sleep, help you relax. All right. Do your core activations, remember the 10x10 core activation, and I will see you in the next video when we look at another foundational exercise to get that body going. Talk to you soon, you'll see me then. Bye.